But at that finish line, gun goes off. There you are every time. Always so far ahead of me. At times it makes life feel dizzy. Pressure has me feeling crazed, and yet so amazed. Always so confused to infuse with that premium juice. The cup that picks me up and never lets me down. The cup that turns my whole perception right around. The kind of man that never let me miss out on what's good. So good, he's so good, he's so good. 'Cause baby, you got that, you got my juice. Baby, you got that, you got that juice that thrills me, fills me, chills me. You want that 1, 2, 3, let's go. Things move fast. Oh no, I gotta stop right there. Man, I can't wait till we go back in and go after that hole. Oh man. That one. That one's a beast. But this, I don't know. I don't know what y'all think. How y'all feel about these morning beats? In my cabana, of course. Morning prayer. Here at the property. I don't know. I got a feeling about this. I don't know. Like, the one thing that I love about being a writer is where I get to put things. Just because I create a concept for one thing doesn't mean that it can't reimagine itself in another way. I really believe that a song should have more than one life. I believe that it should have more than one interpretation. I just think that it should all be based on authenticity. And I mean, y'all know I play around with stuff, but this, hey, yeah, hey, hey, oh yeah, you should know better than to cross my mind. You should know better. I was looking both ways before you crossed my mind. You should look both ways before you cross my mind. My mind. You nearly got run over by all that emotion left behind. When you cross my mind, you should know better. Hey, I'm a I don't know, I'm feeling it. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I think that might be the place where that go. I don't know. That might be the place where that go. You know, I think the thing that really bothers people is even in the middle of a sinus attack with fighting off like a nasal like whole firestorm of everything while I've been draining and nebulizing.
I wasn't supposed to have this. Somehow it ended up in my suitcase. I don't even know how. That was supposed to have been left for someone else. Sinuses can be the worst, but you know what? When you do all of the right things, and shout out to my girl and my sister. Oh, and by the way, Megan, and I'll be getting that thing done. I'll be calling you soon. And don't forget, tomorrow is Petty Tuesday. Please get over there to McGloverful Land. And yes, yes, her and I miss Moye. I really need to get a visit with Moye. There's no way we should have went into Mercury in retrograde without seeing Moye. No, I don't have asthma. This is colloidal silver and oregano and a couple other things, but yes, yes, very good, very good. Listen to me, there's no way you can do all the crap that I do and not do great stuff. Like honestly, my big like rule in my life is for every bad thing that I do, I have to do 3 good things. I don't know why. This one to keep showing my location. That's all right. It's just a cabana. It's where I meditate. It's where I pray. It's the best seat in the house. An old friend sits in that tree. Hey, friend. But nah, I'm gonna like, today I'm gonna cam up, but I'm not gonna be cammed up the whole time. And if it gets a little too weird, hey, Auntie Leah, if it gets a little bit too weird for me, then I'm definitely gonna turn it on members only. But yeah, anyway, like that's the thing that I love about music. Like, if you really are a stone cold G with it, you can put it anywhere. But different places that you put it, it feels different. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. You should know better than to cross my mind. You should know better. Hey, hey. Both ways before you cross my mind. And you should look both ways before you cross my mind. My mind. You nearly got bent over by all that emotion left behind. When you cross my mind, you should know better. I'm just hey, I give it all oh, I wish I could like let the lyrics go, but I can't. I can't right now. But no, seriously, it's a wonderful place to be in full creation. Like it really is. It just is. Like, what's this? Oh yeah, see we talking hip hop. But then there's this, like I haven't even really written this one yet. But the way it feels, I could think of 3 ways that you knock my socks off, baby. I could think of 4 ways that you push me back when I'm crazy. I can think of 5 ways, Maybe I should stop counting, cause baby, you are that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of thing you could just flex though. You're the one. You're the one. Oh, it's got that Cali feel to it too. Like, I'm just loving it. Like, I can't wait to finish writing this song. Like, this project, I don't even know if I'm ready. You're the one, baby. Ooh, ooh. Man, I just... Man. Ooh, and it feels like that summertime vibe, too. Yo, the beats that I'm getting, shout out to Push Management. My management company is insane. And it doesn't help that they got the craziest DJ record pool, period. Like, nuts. So to be able to have access to some of the finest beat makers, and say, hey, that's my family, that's Push Management. I haven't been this proud to tell anybody about something in music that I was working with that I was actually proud of, G. I'll never forget when I first signed to MCA, and I initially signed through Motive MCA, and then I moved over to MCA as my own solo thing. The only artist that came from that entire situation that actually did that. Everybody else lived and died on Motive. I lived on. But I'll never forget, yo, man, watch your back management. Yo, Roots Crew. Yo, Motive Records. Okay, player. That used to be me. I was the one that made that pop. They couldn't even make their own thing pop. Can I get a okay? That was me. I started that. Funny thing was, I had no idea that I was making an Illuminati signal when I did it. It's funny how they just trick you right in, They tell you something dangerous is something harmless. Before you know it, you got millions of people copying you. And all you did was show them the doorway to hell. Something funny about the way that works. It's so funny how people lie. And it's so funny that they're willing to die for those lies. It's so funny how they just keep on pushing you to go into that doorway to hell. Even if it ain't meant for you, they will surely push you through. That's called a sacrifice. Won't do it for yourself, but you'll do it for somebody else. It's wild, G. I could probably sing 4 freestyle albums about all the cruelty and all of the hell and all of the wild stuff that I've seen in my career. You know what? I don't know why, but let's keep it right there for a second. Something about this track that's just, we're just gonna let the room open up. Let everybody get in here. I don't want anybody to miss this. Cruelty-free artistry. That's really all I want. That's really all I need. They be lying on me. They be lying on the real ones. They be lying on God, trying to convince you he's not the only God that is, the only God to serve. They want you to worship them and spend all your money on it. Oh, be grateful for truth and honesty. Be grateful. Be grateful. And that's what we gonna be talking about today. Why they wanna lie on defender of freedom recipients. Fake news. Fake news. So fake news. Man. They be lying on us, don't they? And I'm not saying that I know anything about Russell Brand's case or that I can offer anyone any information on Russell Brand's case. But what I think we ought to talk about is the simple fact that this case is from the late 90s, early 2000s. He's been famous for quite some time, married to a couple redheaded starlets, or at least one and dated one. I mean, he's been through all kinds of stuff. And it's just coming up now after Mar-a-Lago. We don't find that suspicious? A bit. A bit. You find it suspicious? I bet you do. Hold on a second. When the dog chimes in, you already know it's a problem. When the dog chimes in, the dog said, yay. Yay. All right, come on, doggy. We understand you hate the injustice too. Come on. What are you looking at me for? Go on. While you out here, I'm going to go inside. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have me some brekkie brek while you're out here, so you ain't sitting there staring at me, begging me for anything to eat. No droppings on the floor today. I'm eating all my food. Man. Ooh, ooh. My voice ain't doing too bad for a sinus allergy attack. Not too bad at all. People really be underestimating me. I don't know why. But nah, like, for real though, yeah, nah, y'all can't get that. Y'all can't get that. Y'all can't get that. Not that. But while I'm moving around, and you're moving around with me, let's get into reality. I don't know how the likes is doing, but I hope they're doing okay. What's that looking like? What that looking like? You know, I think I want to be a little shady. I'm just going to put this up for now. Okay, we have 115 likes, 277 people in the room. Not bad for warming up, but we could be doing a little bit better. I mean, the truth is ever since that strike came down off of my channel, my engagement should have went up. But it seems as though that ever since my engagement, it's just like they attacking my engagement. I don't understand. The strike comes down, it's supposed to not continue to, stop you, block you. I mean, it's monetized, they get ads and all of that, but geez, man. It's so funny. Speaking of, and let's speak on that a little bit, because Set in the West was live yesterday. And I've been really busy, so I haven't been paying attention to things. the way I'm. Don't you start. Don't you start. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You and of course I'm on TikTok. And we'll be doing more on TikTok, but we're just trying to make sure that everything gets branded for the Jaguar Wright show properly. Because we want to make sure that we're making the most. What is going on with you? What is going on with you? What you want? What you want? Come on. Come on. Because you done lost your mind. You going crazy. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know why you asked to come in. I know why you asked to come in, because you see me by the stove. And you staying right out there. I don't care how many times you bark. Barf, how you doing? My goodness. I'm just trying. No. 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 No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not coming back. You enjoy it. Enjoy. My God, I'm finally back on my black seed oil. Look, you doing too much this live. You a little too involved. Not even King did this. No. I'm sorry. I done went back and forth to that door too many times. Now, where was I? Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about, well, it made the house smell good. But yeah, you know, I don't know why. Because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't playing with you. Not on today. Not going to happen. So, we have a troll in the house. Black seed oil is great for everything. Oh. I don't understand. It's okay. We're going to let y'all rock for a little bit. But I just want everyone to take a good look at LA Love. And I want y'all to take a good look at the comment made. Now, what we're going to do, since I'm talking about Set in the West, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that until I decide it's time to go members only, we're going to make sure that all of those comments are gone. Immediate reported for promoting terrorism. Anytime you see any of those names that person just used, you are to report for terrorism, bullying, and harassment. Okay, now we have young Moses in here. Please report for promoting terrorism and make sure they're stricken from the channel. This is pathetic. You people are pathetic. Any more of you have anything to say? Somebody, yeah, it's looking like we're not going to be able to stay public for much longer. It's looking like we're going to have to go members only chat. That's sad. That's sad. Yes, it is a lovely menu. I guess that's why they're upset coming through saying names of people that I don't know, that for whatever reason think it's okay to clout chase me. You know, that's the saddest part about all of this Ooh, we gonna come in your chat and we're gonna make you say this name so we can do this with it and we can do that with it and we can do this with it and we can do that with it. That's what y'all really think you're doing? That's how pathetic you are. Understand this. Y'all already lost. It's already over. Whether you know it or not. Whether you acknowledge it or not. I got all the evidence that I needed. And I meant what I said in that 12.5-hour live. Do you know how I could be running my channel up right now if I was running all of the clips of all of the fake impersonators that came through my back studio on that day? There was about 6. And their whole purpose for being there, was to make me say things that they could use against somebody else for somebody else who I don't know. Do y'all hear that? See, this is the thing. Everything that y'all got out of me, it came at a high price. It really did. But the reason why y'all got that, because the truth is I'm a dog with a bone, G. That's the worst part about me. The dog in me. It's the worst part about me. See, when I'm focused on getting something, I'm just gonna get it. I don't know how many times my nature has really made things uncomfortable for other people in their lives. I can think of numerous times. So many times. All I had to do was just fall back. But I'm not a fall back kind of person. That's just the truth. I wouldn't say that I'm not thoughtful, because I am. And I wouldn't say that I don't care about other people's feelings, because that's not true. I do. I would have to in order to speak up for people all the time who don't even speak up for me. Like, I don't even think people realize half of the people that I defend, they've never even spoken up for me, not once. Not once. But see, I don't need other people to be the reason why I do the right thing. I just don't. I do the right thing because it's the right thing. That's what my father always taught me. Do the right thing. As long as you do the right thing, you'll never have to worry about anything. Integrity holds up. It holds up through all things, in all ways, at all times. You know, that's the key to integrity, to having it anyway. You have to know that it's infallible. Because as long as you maintain integrity, there's absolutely nothing that anybody can do to make you go wrong. That's just facts. See, the word integrity, a lot of people think of it from a moral, the moral definition of it. But it has an actual definition. And what that means is to be whole and complete. And if it is not whole and complete, then it lacks integrity. And anything that lacks integrity will break down. You know, I've had so many channels be deleted, you know, unlawfully and stuff throughout the years. And what most people don't realize is that a lot of, hey, Tip, welcome, you're a member. Smart move. I think we're going to be going members only live soon. Well, members only chat anyway. But You know, it's just wild to me because I know you see I got meat in my hand and I'm not opening nothing. I'm not letting you nowhere until I get this in the oven. Because you ain't going to be all up in my face. Like, I swear, when it comes to canines and that meat, why you all in my grill? Does that come with dew? Real rap. I'm about to start working on some cooking content with my new sous chef. She's pretty amazing. I mean, we're going to be very careful how we do it because I don't want her privacy being invaded. But I think she can make, like, the kids' next top chef. Like, I think she can do it. And, well, it's not dinner here. Oh, no, I'm just doing a little bacon and some mango jalapeno sausage. And then I have a really good yogurt. And some granola. No eggs. Not today. The yogurt's better. Probiotic. So it's, especially when you're going through like draining out all the toxins that you're dealing with in the world and how they keep falling down on you. And, you know, if you really, really, really want to get that out the way, like seriously, the best thing to do is eat healthy. You know, it's so funny. Oh, no, listen to me. Good gut health is everything. You need good gut health. And for me to have PTSD, PTSD and everything, all the trauma that I've been through, all of it, it's important for me to keep my system strong, healthy. Not only that, there's an aspect to life that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to health. And when it comes to health, it's not just our atmosphere. It's not just our food. It's not just our life choices. There are things that are happening in this world as we speak that are making us sick, that have nothing to do with any of those things. And there's nothing we can do to stop them. You know? Nothing. Nothing. Well, there are things, but there are things that people don't want to do. That I can tell you. That I can guarantee you. There are just things that some people just don't want to do. You know, before Triple X Stacion passed away, he had been doing some real studying. It's funny how they really almost got the entire country to believe that he was nothing more than an out-of-control woman beater and didn't deserve to live. That's weird. But what he was trying to do was, he was trying to open people's minds up to frequency poisoning and healing. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard of frequency poisoning or healing. If you've ever heard of it, just put a 1 in the chat. I'm telling you, everything at your core center, the chakras in that area, all of that, they're all influenced by frequencies. Like, you can go here on YouTube. There's hundreds, thousands of channels, frequencies. Oh, frequencies can most definitely unalive a person. I've seen it done. I've seen somebody pump so much negative energy and frequency into a human being that it gave them a heart attack. That's real. And it's diabolical. The truth is, the reason why most people don't hear about it is because they're military tactics that are used during war. You can send drones in, pumping frequencies that will turn an entire platoon mad, make them go crazy, turn on each other. And see, when you have this understanding, now you have true power. Which is why, when it comes to artists, especially vocalists, y'all have to understand my voice is a frequency. My voice is its own frequency. Yes, they also call it spells. See, the thing is that most people look at all of this stuff as make-believe and fantastical because somebody told them that it was science fiction, which is probably one of the most ignorant and disgusting terms ever in the history of ever, because science is the evidence of God's mastery. Science is man just tracking God. You know, when me and Grace are talking about metaphysics and talking about quantum physics and, you know, things that would just be really boring here. Things that me and Grace love. We examine all things, physical and esoteric, and we look at the divide and what goes between. Having her as a confidant in my spiritual work has been a great blessing. It's just, it's weird because, you know, I waited all that time to find an apprentice like her. Somebody that I could really do the mental work with. Someone that I could really harness this real potential and energy. It's just wild to me. Oh, metaphysics is the key to life. And it's the one thing that they don't like to teach in schools. Matter of fact, you have to be AP or super prep or all of that to even have access to that knowledge, because they're not even teaching any of this in schools anymore. They're barely teaching anything in schools anymore. I'm so disgusted at what I see my nieces and nephews, godchildren that are young for school age. I'm disgusted to see what they're sending home as homework. I'm disgusted to see that they've literally changed the grading curve again. They've literally changed the grading curve again. They didn't put it up. They dropped it down. They made it lower. Did you hear what I said? The grading scales now in school, in American schools across the nation, they dropped it down. That bar's so low. The American learning system for children right now, the bar is so low. Jaguar was born with a PhD. Like, it's terrible, G. They want our people stupid. They want them dumb. Yes. Born with a PhD. Yes. with the lies and the foolishness they got going on. All right, you're going to get yours, and I'm going to get mine. Okay? And you just going to leave it be. Because I can't say that I've seen anybody hook you up yet. So technically, it's first break. Okay? And I don't want to hear nothing. You got yours, and I got mine. Okay? Hold on. You sitting there acting, Lord have mercy. And please, folks, don't forget that we actually have a goal set for this live. I'm about to start letting you guys into the beginning process of me getting back into full swing of my artistry. I'm really enjoying this time, challenging myself to think of my art in a different way, from a different perspective. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Look at what I done. There you go. Okay? My God. No, but like, seriously, it's what they teaching these kids in school. Or should I say what they're not teaching these kids in school, what they're neglecting to teach these kids in school. Meanwhile, apparently, Barbary is okay. You know, if I was in a different situation in my life right now, I promise you, I'd be going up to my niece's school. Okay? I'll be going up to her school to beat up that little boy that stuck his hands inside her meal at lunch. Now, see, if that had happened when I was in school back in the 80s and the 90s, once it was clear who the aggressor was, that kid would at minimum be put in school detention at the minimum, or in school suspension, or, you know, all depending on who the administrator was. And if they was, you know, really crunk with it, might have, you know, 2 days out of school. Which, of course, parents aren't going to be happy about. Kids do all kinds of things. But what this kid did, and the way he did it was malicious, and he was harassing girls. It was a boy. And I'm sorry, I have never been, hey, Uncle Mike, I've never been okay with guys who are bullies, but especially guys that just bully girls. Can't talk, just say hi to my favorite. Oh, thank you, Uncle Mike. Appreciate you. I'm sorry, we don't do caps in our chat. Nice to see you. Welcome. If you keep doing it, the mods are probably going to get rid of you. But thank you. Appreciate you. No, like I was saying, dang, Hoss, you eating like a runaway slave. Anyway, like I was saying, we do have a goal that is set for today. The first live that we make the goal, we will make sure that all members on all affiliated channels, that includes Set in the West and everyone else, gets to be a part of the live virtual concert. So, though a few may donate, all could benefit. I'm just saying, if you want to be there, let's make the goal. So, and we're going to talk about the stupid. We're going to talk about the stupid. We're going to talk about the stupidity. We're going to talk about the foolishness. Oh, this bacon look good. I'm telling you, it was so wild. I had a salmon bacon bagel for brunch yesterday with a shaken espresso shake, and some potato bites. Y'all know how I love my bagels. It's just not the same though these days. But you know what? See, this was what? My glory, eat your heart out. You know, whether it's this menu or my menu, they always. Oh, I eat beef bacon. I don't eat pork. I'm Hebrew. We know better than that. We know much better than that. Uh-huh. Okay. That sausage is almost done. Honey, don't nobody make bacon like me. And it's a shame, because people should learn. Maybe you could keep a man at home. You know, it's funny. People keep running around talking all crazy, talking about fathers abandoning their families. I don't know. Maybe bitches should learn how to cook and clean, and they men might want to stay home. It's weird. Everybody has so many things to say about everybody's life, but nobody really pays attention to what's important, what matters. Everybody, like for real. Most women that I know nowadays, they shouldn't be able to keep a man. They don't have a reason to keep a man. They ain't women. Like, we could talk about that all day long. These hoes out here that ain't no kind of woman. It's funny. Women get a man, right? And then they want to make babies with a man, right? Up, one down. 29 more to go to make the goal. But seriously though, like these hoes, they want a man. And they think because they got a job and they can get a couple of dollars and they look cute with 25 different filters in a picture, that's all that it takes. And then they want to have a baby because they want to tell everybody that they had a baby and that they got somebody to get them pregnant to make them something out of their life because they were nothing with that child. Then they get the child. Oh, and then all of a sudden, real life kicks in. And guess what? Maybe you gotta love your family more than you love yourself. Maybe you gotta love your family more than you love social media. Maybe you gotta care about your family. Like all of this so-called consideration for Mr. Carter and him and Beyonce's 3 kids, and ain't nobody talking about all the other kids he got. And ain't nobody talking about why they hide the ones that they have. I mean, they got Blue Ivy out there on the front line, practically Dorothy Dandridging her to death, and she ain't even got the talent for it. Like, they forcing that little girl to be something that she not. They forcing her to be something that she not. The other ones, all they talk about, oh yeah, well they love to do art, and they're very this and they're very that. And you know what? Most autistic children who can't really speak or read and write do love art. They do. You know, Belial Oliver, also known as Belial Music, Shluminati Hostage, Roots Slave. Truth is, if Belial hadn't mocked God all of those years ago, he probably wouldn't be sitting in the position that he's sitting in now, kissing up to people who he's 10 times more talented than. Why does nobody ever think about Belial Music? Belial Oliver, my lolly. If I had a twin flame art-wise, it would have been him. We had such a great understanding of God and sound and frequency. That, hey, Ayasha, welcome. That's why our song, I Can't Wait. It sounds like something that we stole from Prince. I wrote it. We performed it together. It was produced by James Poison, who's a part of the minstrel show band for the Jimmy Fall On My Schlong show. And, yeah. Meanwhile, Belial is waiting for them to get together to allow him to come and perform and show the world how great he is, and then they take him and they put him back in the closet again. I think the most freedom he had was with Dre. When he was doing all that work with Aftermath. You know, people really don't even give him credit for, the Jimmy Following My Schlong show. Because that's what everybody had to do to get that job. Except me. Jag, why don't you want to be on the Fallon show, man? You would be perfect. I could never do that. I told him I'd slip my wrist before I do that. Real rap. Still mean it to this day. Yes, Jimmy Fallon. Fallon the Schlong show. You know. But when you're as big a sycophant as Amir Questlove Thompson, that's not hard to do. You know, any man that feels good about getting another rapper who he idolizes X from 30 years ago, who everybody knew was ran through, and everybody knew Usher gave her the special package that keeps on giving. Like, why would you want Bonita Applebum after she fell all the way off the apple cart and had little insects bite out of her through all of the years? Like, actually, like Amir thought that was a flex. Oh, I'm with Grace now. Ain't that the girl that robbed Usher and messed up his tour, and he gave her the boop-diddy boops and the diddy-doo-wop bumps and all of that, and then she tried to take a look? Like, I'm like, that's who you stunting on? You call that stunting? Nigga, you done lost your mind. You... And see, the girl, her name is Bonita. Do y'all remember the song Tribe Called Quest, Bonita Applebum? Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. And it was all about Tip trying to woo, you know, this hot girl. And she hot. Oh, Lord. She is hot. You hear me? And I don't mean the Kardashian. Ain't no way she spent all that time. Look, she wouldn't have signed the NDA and got the check allegedly if he didn't pass off the package. But see, Amir got her after that. Like, this is the apple bomb, the Bonita apple bomb that felt, oh, yeah, he does. He got it from the diddler. Everybody know that. Like, come on, man. How many times Usher been sued and had to pay money for all the packages he done dropped off to all of them fans? Listen to me, that dude that's divorcing his wife for letting Usher haze and help him and pimp his wife in front of him. God bless him, man. God bless him. I hope he gets his divorce. I hope it's speedy. And I hope he doesn't get attacked online. Like, for real. Because if you can say that your wife never kissed you in public in 20 years, and then she turns into a stone cold freak for everyone that we know, it's a diddy doo wop bop, which means he ain't even straight. Like, why do we keep acting like the diddler was straight? I want to know, like, for real. I need y'all to make this make sense to me. It's not making no sense to me. Of all of the Diddy cases and the outcry victims that keep coming out and that keep coming out and that keep coming out, do you want to know what I find most interesting? Why nobody's talking about why isn't it more women? Why is it so many men? And salute to Murad Morelli. You know, Murad, as far as content creators go that skate on the line, I appreciate Murad the most. I do. Because when Murad feels, he feels. And we can't say that about a lot of content creators. Most content creators, they're able to dumb down their feelings or how they feel about something, they're able to dumb that down. They're able to do that so that they can keep lying and keep pushing. You know, like I thought it was disgusting the way Jackie McKinney decided to jump on Jackie McKinney from Scottsdale. You out in Scottsdale, Jackie? I don't know. I gotta figure that part out. But Jackie McKinney, you know, the I want to be a celebrity gossip columnist and be in documentaries and be totally irrelevant and look like a groupie at work. Like, I never seen people so excited to talk about a maniacal, you know, a real weirdo, like a real vampire. They be so excited. Ooh, Diddy. Terrence Howard has sealed the coffin. Terrence Howard, what did Terrence do? I'm still trying to figure out why everybody's so excited. You mean he finally told the truth? After all these years? Even though he knew that man was no good? And he saw him around children and he knew what he was doing. Did nothing? Said nothing? But now all of a sudden, it's Terrence Howard's testimony that's gonna make it all stick. I wish he would tell the story that he knew about the Carters too, because him and Beyonce and Jay-Z done had some run-ins, yo. that listen to me. Dream Girl, that Cadillac record. Jay-Z was in his feelings. And Beyonce ain't nothing but a scamp. You know, Terrence has probably had almost, if not better, a selection of celebrity tale as what you call it? What's that boy? Who done had it like Terrence had it? Because Terrence has had quite the selection. I would have to say that Terrence Howard is probably the closest thing, even though he's not a dancer, but multi-talented, like super brilliant, super genius, smart, and sexy as hell. Gregory Hines. Period. Gregory Hines, he could act, he could sing, he could dance, he could write, he could teach. Gregory Hines was something else. You know, I thought it was cute back in the day when Jennifer Lewis was telling us about how fine his eggplant was and how while everybody was running around crying about him and what a great dancer and how they lost all of this, she said that was the best golden eggplant I ever had in my life. She said ain't nobody put it down like Gregory. Y'all sitting here crying about what he could do with shoes. Girl, you should have seen what he could do from the back. I was done. Totally changed the way I looked at Terrence Howard after that. Oh, thank you, Letitia. Thank you. I'm dead ass. Like people sit around mourning, you know, this art and mourning all of these things, right? And then the next thing you know, she like, man, ain't nobody gonna ever hit it from the back like that again. I guess I don't think she went to the funeral. That would have been kind of sad to see Jennifer Lewis sitting at Gregory Hines' funeral singing Mary J. Blige 7 whole days. I'm a fool. Everybody know that. I'm a fool with it. It is what it is. Real rap. It is what it is. But yeah, I would have to put Terrence in that category. And I mean, y'all should go ask Jill Scott. She sampled it a few times. But she couldn't stop getting him to love his white wife. She didn't like that part. She hated the fact that he was this black king. And no matter what, any black woman, that he always went running back to the white woman. So, love of his life, that's what he told me. The one relationship that he wishes he had never tarnished. But, hustle and flow. Hustle and flow. Oh, I'm sorry. You're saying what? Everybody MVB. He might be the one that decides whether or not we go into members only chat. He might be the one. I thought I heard you. Hey, little mama. You looking cute today. Ooh. You gonna help clean up? That's fabulous. The dogs he done gone mad. Good morning, my love. I'm outside. I'm live. I'm good. We need to talk. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You stay inside. Okay? You stay inside with mommy, okay? You text it to me? You look pretty today. You look very pretty in pink. You staying in too. Animal Kingdom is going to fall back while I have my brekkie break. Because I can't stand when they get in your face and start begging. And you be wanting to care. And then you be hungry. And then you really don't be wanting to care. But no. See, this is what is the problem with YouTube. I'm going to tell y'all YouTube's biggest problem right now. I'm late. Need to go back to the beginning. Greetings, fire within. But seriously, this is the problem. Yeah, the diddy doo-wop bumps. Yeah, they got the diddy doo-wop bops and the diddy doo-wop bumps. But this is the problem. When you see comments coming from that person talking about me going somewhere, there's nowhere for me to go. The only thing that's going is my attorney to make sure that I get compensated handsomely for the infringement on my name. I don't know. What does this picture say to you? You asking, did he go down with the diddler? I don't know. But look at the picture. Picture say 1,000 words. What do you think? I tell you what I do know. It was somebody that got in the comments and they was very upset about me calling light skin out. But, oh my God, thank you, Sarah. We getting closer to meeting that goal, guys. No, but seriously. Like, people are just wild, man. They're wild. Yeah, but at the end of the day, thank you, Auntie Leah. No caps, just the mods. You got all of these weirdos running around, celebrating other weirdos, passing chicks off, spreading people around, videotaping all of it, blackmailing people allegedly, teleporting people allegedly. And the only reason I'm saying allegedly at this point in time, okay, once again, you know, there's a content creator that's here on YouTube that I like a lot. And he was talking about boundaries. Why don't you go ask that person if they know me? But what I will tell you is this. The mention of that name, Roach, Reddick, McClendon, that's the kind of thing that'll get you thrown up out of here. Thank you, Melissa. If I ain't speaking on somebody, I ain't speaking on somebody. It's wild how y'all like to come through and try to derail the conversation because you have a serious, serious problem. Obviously, with the truth. I'm back in the cabana, as you can say. Let me change my positioning. Nate Fields, I don't know why you saying wow. You came through here asking a question. I guess you kind of got your answer. Every Roach, every Reddick, every McClendon can go and suck the devil's asshole. Now you can go run back and tell them that. Okay, Nate? You tell every one of those disloyal crap, a piece of nonsense, who played on my mother's life and played on her death, and I still ain't seen my mom's death certificate. It's going to be 1 year since they first said my mom died, and ain't nobody seen her body. No death certificate. But that's all right, because I'm handling up, and I'm going to be suing everybody that messed over my mother's body, that messed over her life. We ain't done. Not by far. So Nate Fields, do yourself a favor since you want to play little messenger boy. Go run tell that. Every Roach, every Reddick, every McClendon is dead to me. And they can all go suck on the devil's ass. And I hope they choke on his shit. You understand, Nate? Now that you got that, get the fuck off my channel, bitch. Okay? And I'm reporting you for harassment. Go run tell them disloyal motherfuckers that shit. Go tell them I said that. Tell them, all of them. Tell them they kids and they grandkids and they great-grandkids can all eat the devil's ass. Because that's what's going to happen. The kind of disloyal they've been on behalf of Jay-Z is ridiculous. But all my cousins was jealous of me when I was working with them anyway. They was jealous when they knew more was going on than that. I'm sure just being able to screw me over on his behalf made them feel like they was going to make it. I don't know. I got a feeling that, you know what I mean? It was like, it was giving them, you know, it's so sad when you have family members that are so jealous of you that they think that they upping on something when they op up with your op. You see how it's working for her, Crystal? You see how it's working for her, Shelly? You see how it's working for her, Deborah? Because this goofy is going to have to make them pay me now. See what happens? She going to have to pay me. I guess y'all was really worthless when it came to the information because y'all should have ran back and told the Jigger Man. Because y'all knew I was in jail at that time. Y'all knew it didn't happen. You remember the time that none of y'all put no money on my books? Oh, that's right. You didn't put no money on my books. No time. All those times that you didn't call me. All the letters that you didn't write. So-called family. Gee. And every last one of y'all assholes that played on my mom's body and played on her death and played on her life. All of y'all. You're going to end up worse than her. Because at least she got to be famous. People still don't know who the hell y'all are. You got to get people to come through my chat. How do you feel? Does it feel good to be recognized in my chat family? My mother's remaindant family? All bastard children born out of either incest, grape, or uncle. Ooh, right on time. Pretty boy Floyd. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Actually, Auntie Leah, you can unhide him for a second. Because he's going to be the reason that we go to members only. I want him to rock out. Unhide him. I want to see what he got to say. I want to see what he got to say today. We're going to let him rock for a second. And then we're going to go members. You was unhidden, Floyd. You happy? Oh, trust me, we going to block him after this. But you showing your hand. You know that, right? Listen to me, bossy queen. You got to be cut like that because the devil is the devil. And we could do a lot better with these likes. For real, for real. 500 people in the room and we got less than 300 likes? Come on. Nia Long, in my opinion, is most definitely probably a victim, yeah. All them niggas that she worked with. Ask Grace how I keep coming back. You have in-house rat. What? Ask Grace how I keep coming back. You have in-house rat. Number one, you're not coming back on the same account. Number two, you're pathetic for creating like 50 accounts with the same name and different avatars. What do you mean? Ask myself how you keep coming back because you keep making IP addresses. That's how. That's how desperate you are. Why would I need to ask Grace about that? What's your obsession with Grace, Floyd? You got a thing for Grace? No, because you do a lot of talking about Grace. Like almost every time you come through here, you're talking about Grace. There's not one time you actually started calling out things that I don't even know how you could know it. It's kind of weird. Exactly. He just created this account today. I guess he don't think that people can read because he hires idiots and drug addicts. Yes, it is Pretty Boy Floyd. He has 1 million accounts. But what I do know is sitting there doing all that craziness, trying to convince people. Trust me, we know who the rat is. Matter of fact, it's the right time, isn't it? It's the right time, isn't it? My God. Wonders never cease. Floyd isn't bored. Floyd is scared. Because this goofy hoe and her big mistake is about to drain his pocket. Why don't you look at your stupid girlfriend, Floyd? Let me leave that mistake there for you. Philly better love me. All I done for Philly? I surely done a lot more for Philly than Jill Scott ever did. Ooh, I tell you. Floyd. She must be busy. Floyd's scared. Because this goofy hoe is going to make him run his pockets for me. Yes, Lord. Yeah. You should probably start hiring smart people. Smarter than Alex Spiro, because he really ain't that smart. And Tocopino, all of a sudden now wanting to help Diddy when he didn't want to help Diddy because of his ties to Rock Nation. So now you got to come in and get it. It sounds like people are worried about that Rico. Oops. Really worried about that Rico. You don't have anything else left to say, Floyd? Nothing else? Nothing else, Floyd? You all done? Okay. All right. Well, you've been reported for everything you need to be reported for, and it's just pathetic to see a billionaire blow his last couple bucks to prove that he's not a weirdo and a loser. Bye, Floyd. And yeah, this is the moment where we go on members only. I don't think we have a choice. Actually, no, it's not going to let me change it right now. I would have to do live commentary. Oh, I already have it set. I would have to go in it. I can't do that right now. All right, next time, I'm just going members only. I probably should have just done that. I probably should have, because I like it better when we're members only. I do. I liked it. It was fun. And we still had a lot of people in the room. You know, it is stalking. And that's my point. All of this is stalking. Coming up in people's chats, trying to get them. Oh, no, we're going to get back to the studio. I'm in the studio. I'm back in the studio. Please believe me. I know the troll's going to troll. And that's why the next time I'll be making sure we go members. It's just going to be members. Unless there needs to be a reason to let people in at this point in time, it's just going to have to be members. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Before Yafa Judah is... Because Yafa Judah is saying names that he shouldn't be saying. This is really, 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 really disgusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm screenshotting this right now. Yafi Judah, you are now being reported for promoting terrorism. People were already told about saying those names. And I've screenshotted it to give to my attorney to go along with the rest of the evidence of everything y'all did. Like that 12.5-hour live, that's it. That's the last y'all gonna get out of me on this. They're always trying to distract. But they only do this when you saying something that hurts. That's the only time they do this. If you're saying something that hurts, all the trolls are going to come up. Or if they're trying to stalk you and find out where you are, all the trolls are going to come up. And the simple fact that YouTube is allowing it. No grits today. I'm probably going to make fish and grits tomorrow. But seriously, it's yogurt today. Yogurt, cinnamon raisin toast, some beef bacon, nice piece of chicken sausage, jalapeno mango. Yeah. Thank you. And anytime you see something that looks wrong, looks mean, cold, report it. Thank you, Heather K. See, you remember. And the thing is we have enough members to have great members only live where we don't need to bring in weirdos. If y'all can see it, see, anytime I see that name named after a very, very, very pungent spice in my chat, you're going to be reported for terrorism. Because I know why you're doing it. Sad part is, you can do all you want. It doesn't change that. See, all of this that they're doing, cruelty-free, baby. That's the way of the future. All of this that they're doing is because of this. All right, come on, let's go. Let's hit the goal, guys. But seriously, it was up there for 2 hours, so I think we have maybe 40 minutes left on the goal. But I promise you, if we hit that goal, all of the members on all affiliated channels, and I'm talking about the Jaguar Wright Show, the Jaguar Wright Effect, and of course, Set in the West, everyone will have access to the link. And that's all we need, is for people to help donate so that we can create these moments. Because the truth is, everything that we just went through, hella expensive. Everything that I went through, hella expensive. Everything that he's going through, hella expensive. And it has absolutely nothing to do with a personal life or a relationship. There's a business. It's called cruelty-free artistry. And that's what matters the most now. Because that's what the world needs. That's what we need. Thank you again, Sarah. Because whatever donations come through, all of the platforms get blessed, and you guys get to be there at a very, very, very special moment in time. We do have PayPal. And Auntie Lee, if you have that PayPal information for the Cash App and PayPal for Cruelty Free, just please put it in the chat, and I'll make sure that I pin the link in the chat. See, every last one of those people, even the people that are coming through here starting trouble, even the people that are coming through here saying names that we don't say, welcome, you remember. Welcome to the right stuff. But yeah, the super chats are for the goal. But if there's any other donation or any other type of donation, do you have, that's just the Cash App. Auntie Leah, if there's a way for you to put the Cash App and the PayPal for Cruelty Free all in the same thing, or if you could drop both links together, I'll pin that. Thank you. As much as I supported Philly, that's good to know. I hated leaving. I couldn't stay. I couldn't bear to watch what was happening. when I seen that Amir Questlove and took Yamin and had Yamin go through all the streets of Philly, finding every down on his luck kid rapper, and then he was bringing them over there to his house. I'll never forget. I heard it was like, yeah, they working with Yamin. Why would Yamin be working with that? That shit is trash. No, Jag, that's just the way the future look. Drill records. And this was before I had a real understanding of what drill was. This was like really like right at the beginning when it was starting to. This was before PNB Rock was unalived. But the truth is, Questlove, on behalf of the Jigga Man, had Yamin tuning up all of these young kids, sparking beefs, sparking fights. That's what you did for money, Yamin. And now look at our city. Now look at Philly. Look at what you done, Yamin. Because see, like I told all of y'all, I meant what I said on Instagram. I ain't sparing none of y'all. I'm not saying that I got a pecking order at how I'm going out and what I'm doing and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo and yada, yada, yada. No. No, as it comes up, I'm going to run up. And y'all going to get done up virtually. And that's just that. Y'all want to know who you really need to blame for all of the little brothers in Philly who got caught up into that drill life and then passed away? You want to know all y'all crying grandmothers? Thank you, Auntie Leah. And if you don't feel comfortable with donating, via Cash App, if you don't want to, put towards the goal for the concert, you can feel free to just donate. We are a real nonprofit organization. We are registered with the federal government. And next year, whatever receipt you get, you'll be able to take it and put it in with your taxes and get that tax benefit for donating to charity. Legitimately. Listen to me, I need to be able to hire Grace full time. I need to be able to hire Ayasha Lachey Bay full time. The donation methods, that you can use, PayPal, Cash App, they're all right there. They're pinned here in this chat. No, seriously. You know how great it would be for me to be able to send Auntie Leah $1,000 a month for all of the work that she does on all of our platforms? Just as a thank you on behalf of Cruelty Free. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for your time. To be able to give her that, like, why don't people want to see our people come up? We'll give our money to every other fool, Philistine, Pharisee, but we don't give to our own. You know what, Sarah? Because, those are euros. That's not a pound. Yeah, that's a euro. Thank you, Sarah. What? Why was the message deleted? I didn't delete the message. I said thank you. How did the message get deleted? Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I hit the baby. We saw it, and thank you. Oh, Stephanie, welcome. You're a member, Jag Nation. Yeah, because I think the rest of the lives this week, I don't know. I got a feeling. I think all of the lives this week is just going to be members only. I got too much like members only live, or if I go public, it'll just be a members only chat. Like, I don't got time for these weirdos. Like, I don't think they understand. Everything that I did not want to have to do. I did not want to be forced. But when you old spy like me, certain habits just die hard. If I want to answer, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get it. And I don't need somebody to want to give me that answer. I don't need somebody. I need somebody to, no. I just know how to make you tell me. See, that's what I'm a specialist in. And a lot of people really don't understand that about me. People see me as one thing, but there's so many more sides to me than most people know. I was raised up and I was trained and I studied to be a very, very, very good, effective intelligence person. I know how to gather it. I know how to set a house on fire without using gasoline. Without using anything. And of course, I'm talking figuratively, not literally. See, people get so caught up in the malarkey and the foolishness. They get so caught up. That's what I do. I get answers. Thank you, Mayat. And thank you for supporting all of the channels. Thank you for not withdrawing your support or unfollowing or unsubscribing or dropping your membership. Thank you. I saw you over there at Set in the West under your other screen name. And I want to just let you know we appreciate you. We really do. Thank you. The platforms, the business, cruelty-free. Appreciate you. Oh, we got another one in. Hey, Straight Juicy. Thank you. Thank you. No, but seriously. Listen to me. Whether you donate or like or watch all of the ads, whatever you choose to do, it helps. It all helps. And thank you. But the goal today is to get that concert. It's to get that free in-studio, live performance with an impromptu jazz jam session. It's going to be fabulous. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. And I'm finally in the position where I can do it. We have the right venue. It is safe. It is locked up. It is secure. Hey, Steph, welcome. I saw you were live this morning. I hope you had a great live. But no, honestly, and salute to Jay Mizak. You know, that concert that y'all saw me do in that purple dress, that was December 1st, 2022. We just launched Philadelphia, and the entire opportunity of Philadelphia was to raise enough money so that I could create my own booking agency so that I could rent out all of my own venues and go out and do shows because I didn't want to end up like Angie So. Because I know what these people will do. Like, seriously. And we love you back, Jay. The entire family loves you right back. The cruelty-free family. You know, it's just all the trolling and all the stalking. You know, when I think about all of the people that take their time to come through to my platform, welcome, the Lion Nico Show. Welcome. Or is that No Yaniko? I'm not sure. I'm trying to get it right. Well, the thing about there not being a lot of people like me out there doesn't mean that there aren't more people like me out there. And that's why I meant what I said. I am going to keep talking until everybody comes forward. Terrence Howard, I'm just not impressed. Because for all that crap that he talked about, he didn't help save any of those young men who he worked with and worked around, who he saw consorting with these people. He didn't do anything to stand in the gap for them, did he? He did nothing. We need 100 more likes. Thank you, Auntie Leah. They spend all their time coming through here, looking for information. It must be killing y'all. Y'all don't know where I live. It must be killing y'all that none of y'all know where nobody lives anymore. That must hurt. It must hurt that you ain't got no content no more. If I hear another person ask me about that bird one more time, maybe you can get the point. I only talk about relevant things. That's it. Mod Squad for keeping. Thank you. And that counts towards the goal. It's any super chat from $20 and above. That counts for the goal. If we make the goal, everybody wins. Matter of fact, let me check the goal and see where we are on that. Let's see. Let's see where we may be. My goodness. Yogurt always gets me to belch. Okay. I don't know why it's taking so long to pull up. But we will make the goal, Sarah? I hope so. Why is this acting up? Oh, here we go. All right. Now, we done dropped down a few people. But I guess everybody's liking or buying their memberships. Notice if we make this goal today, every member gets this show for free. Oh. I mean, the truth is he can't be a hero. Because anybody that knows what's going on and is doing nothing to stop it, in my opinion, far from that. Okay. Now, where is the daggone goal at? Why can't I find where I'm trying to see. It's not. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find a way to see where this is at. It was only set for 30. I know we're getting close. We're not there yet. I think we might be halfway. Listen to me, Yvonne. Hey, I feel the same way. I don't know why I can't see where the goal is. Hold on, is it in here? Let me look. I don't know why it's not letting me see. Because I set the goal when I set up the live. I think we're 15 away. That's what I'll say. I think we're about 15 away. And like I said, the goal is up for 2 hours. So we got a little bit of time. But I know if and when we make it, it will say that we made it. So if we're not sure, let's make sure that we just keep trying to hit that goal. Not 1,500, 15 super chats away, $20 and above. That gets the free concert for all of the members on all of the channels. I know, it's not letting me see it either. Oh, thank you, Sarah. But what I will say is if we don't make it today, I'll set another goal. And if all we have is 10 or 15, once we make that in the next live, everybody can get the free concert. All the members. You know, thank you, Jay. And you know what? I haven't discussed it because we had said that we weren't gonna do this, but I'm just gonna go on ahead. I think you've earned it. After the way you got lined up, I think you earned it. Well, then you know what? Wednesday, we'll do another Gold Members Live. And whatever the topic is, we'll make sure that we focus on getting this done because I really want all of you guys to be able to be there. I have a lot of important music to share, and I have a lot of amazing things to say. So, a lot of people mad at the president. Let's get to it. Let's get to the content. A lot of people mad at the president. Why? Why are people mad when someone is just simply doing their job? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, up. Super chat number 2, this live reached the goal. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Yes. Blessings. We gonna look, we gonna make it. Even if we don't get there today, we're gonna make it this week. Because once that's secure and that's done, then I'll be able to say, okay, the rest of the money is set and we can hire everybody that we need to hire. Because that's really what this is for. It's to help me put together the production. I want to make sure that it is the best. I can do a lot with a little, but I want to give this concert series, and we're going to be doing it monthly to start. If it goes well, it'll be bi-monthly. But these jam sessions, these live moments that I'm going to be creating with you guys, I think we got 20 more minutes left on that goal. But I realize that right now, at this time, my most effective weapon is my music. It's my voice. Cruelty-free artistry. That's how we win this war. And oh yeah, Yamin, I just put you out there on Front Street. Every crying grandmother, every crying mom needs to holler at you and ask why you encouraged all of their sons into a life of debauchery and their grandsons into a life of debauchery so that they could just be unalived. So companies could cash out. That's what you did, Yamin. And you remember that day I came by your house and I seen what you had going on. And I said, it looks like the Bat Cave Part 2. What you got going on, Yamin? How the hell you go from being a producer and a manager of fine, great soul and R&B music to being the drill lord? What does it say, Nikki? My daughter can sing, but I've told her she will only be going with Jag. Well, you know what? Then let's keep working. Because I want to make sure when she's ready, we have the right infrastructure to support her and to insulate her. Oh, just want to help support you and your voice. This is so important, guys. Come on. Okay, I think we're getting closer to 20. And like I said, even if we don't get all of them today, we're going to come back on Wednesday. I'm going to set a goal for what's left. And then I'm going to let you know. We're going to announce on Friday when it's all going down. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh, and thank you, Marilyn. Man, Oh, another account. That was a good one, Jay. That was fast. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Promoting terrorism. Why would I ever want to talk to you anywhere ever again? Thank you for reporting. Look, Jay. Members only the rest of the week. Members only. Members only chatter. Members only live. We ain't doing this. We ain't playing with these Ofe. No, we not. No, we not. We ain't playing with these Ofe. Or these Akata. No, seriously. Our members live that we had, our members only chat, it was so great. It was so good. Auntie Leah was practically the only mod mostly the whole time, and it was just easiest mod day she probably ever had here. So yeah, no, let's let me put on a little mood music. All original, of course. When I think about Russell Brand, up for the fifth. Thank you, Bethany. We getting closer. We getting closer. If we make it, it's going to say it. It's going to say we've reached our goal. But like I said, even if it doesn't, I'm keeping track. We're in there. We're in there. We're getting closer. But no, I can't say that I know who that is, Godson. Can't say that I know who that is at all. But enough of that. Let's get to the main event. And the main event is very simple. It's really all about the music. It's all about the music. It was always about the music. When I think about all the sacrifices that I made and everything that I went through, everything that I gave up, everything that I sacrificed, all the people that I saw be sacrificed along the way, that's what they do. They pit us all up against each other like animals and see who's willing to fight the hardest for the prize. That's what they do. It's all that cruelty. But for me to not be able to take responsibility for the part that I played in saying nothing and letting it happen, just going along. The get along to go along gang. Swat was 20 years younger than me. And I found out that she had been harassed by the same person that I had been harassed by. Made me feel like crap. Which is why I didn't understand Terrence Howard. Because how could you say all of that and not feel like crap about what happened to Bashir Gray? How can you have that much outrage for the system and how it worked, but you don't have that outrage for Bashir? He played your TV son, and he was young enough to be your actual son in real life. Now, I'm not saying that a kid with bipolar disorder and ADHD isn't difficult, but keeping him tuned up, it's buffering. Why? think somebody's trying to mess. The sound is going in and out. Are you kidding me? For what? Yeah, it sounds like somebody is playing. Put a 1 in the chat when you can hear me.
What you back here doing?
Working. I don't know what it's like to be lonely. I don't know what it's like to need love. I don't know what it's like to be basic, to be the bitch worried about that next bitch more than I'm worried about my own shit. I don't know what it's like to give 2 fucks. And I don't know what it's like to give 1 fuck. I only know what it's like to give no fucks. And that shit, it's more than a hashtag. Bitch, stop clocking my bag. Don't send for me if you don't want me to come for you. Leave my lives alone. I'ma suck your soul out. I'ma do it slowly as I stand right here and play in your face, bitch watch me, play in your face, bitch watch me, ain't nobody playing, oh. You hear that, Floyd? Cause I'm about to play in your face. See how that works? They mad, G. They mad, G. They mad about them frequencies. They mad about that Jaguar rhythm. They mad. That J algorithm, they mad. They can't even stop it. What they really mad about is that these ain't they beats and that I'm not ghostwriting them songs to make them look good anymore. It's wild. People wild, G. People wild, man. They be tripping. They don't be curring. They don't. But you know what? Oh, not going. Welcome to the channel. You're a member. Before I finish up what I had to say about the president, me, and Russell Brand, and what all 3 of us have in common, because that's the reason why we're all on that thumbnail today. All 3 of us have something very real in common. Fake news. You want to know what else? The second that Russell Brand turned his life over to Christ, all of a sudden he was a problem. Kind of like how Vicky turned her life over to Christ and then everything went wrong. Krishan turned her life over to Christ, everything went wrong. I gave my life to Christ, everything goes wrong. It's funny. Angie Stone pleaded the blood of Jesus over everything. She just wanted to get her royalties back and not have to suffer when she should never had to. All the work she done. It's funny. It seems like anybody that claims the Lord. So, I'm going to sing a song for y'all. And we're going to see if that can get us to that goal as soon as it comes up. I don't know why. It must be something going on in the area that's throwing my Wi-Fi off. Christ is King. Period. Prince was another one who also, yeah. Little Richard gave his life back to Christ. You know, he was Seventh-day Adventist too. There's a lot of people who, when they gave their life to Christ, everything went wrong. Y'all should look into that the guy that played the little kid on 3.5 Men. He actually became a Seventh-day Adventist around the same time that Megan Good did. And you see what happened to Megan. She ran right back to Shluminati, and now she over there with that Jonathan. I don't know. But the one thing that the business makes sure is that the second that you claim to worship God over them, they're going to make your life a living hell. And all they have to do is throw around a bunch of fake news. A bunch of fake news. That's all it takes. A bunch of fake news. And boom. The world believes. You know, America's future. And there's one person that I have to really acknowledge when I think about that night. They call him the ultimate human. What about me and Grace Jones? You know, I'm baptized twice, Seventh-day Adventist. It's the only religion that I could ever have subscribed to. But there are even issues in Seventh-day Adventism. And how can we be the organization that we say we are when we're still hosting white Jesuses in our church when we know it's a lie? When we're still allowing the government to have say in how the conferences are ran or what can be done? You know, the separation of church and state, I don't know if it ever really happened. They said there was a separation, but the truth is, every time a politician is trying to get on, first place they run is to the schools and the churches. Usually the churches, though. See, that MK Ultra minister tells his congregation to trust this person because they said so and because God told them. Yeah, I'm about to start asking these ministers that say that God told them something to cite their source. Like, I need to see receipts. Why don't nobody ever ask ministers for receipts? Ministers, they be preaching from the Bible. And see, if you come through here asking which God, I'm already done with you. Sorry, I'm done with you. We cannot host you here. There is only one true God. And anybody that comes through here knows that. So the second, you know, and shout out to our brother Get to Know. He has a new book coming out. Get to Know. I want to interview you about your book. So send me an email. You can reach out to, you know, the people from the platform that you normally do. And let's set that up. He's one of our survivors. And he's here on YouTube. And I hope you guys really take a listen to his story. It's important. But back to this man. Hey, what's going on, Thickums? Ooh, looking at you make me want a waffle. Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with it. You done got grown and husky on. That's all. That's all. Ain't nobody getting you off your spot now. I'll tell you that.
I'm working on it.
Look, that's what you've always done. And you're going to keep on doing it.
Always.
You headed to work?
Yeah.
All right, well, have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
You know how much I love you guys.
Oh, come on, always. Some conditioner. I can dish that now.
This one been in and out like a 4-year-old all day.
She always
I'm about to start telling her, I'm going to close you out here because you're letting all the air out and letting all the flies in.
Mm-hmm. They stay
She just as bad as the kids.
She said just as bad, huh?
She been in and out. She hugged me down for food.
For real?
Yeah.
She going through it.
God bless her. Oh, have mercy. Family time. Always a good time. I've missed my family. You know, anytime you go against them and their agenda. They come against you. I want to read y'all a little something about this man here. Gary Brecker. He's also a defender of freedom, honorary and recipient this year. What this man has done has been pretty awesome. He's a biologist, and he was a rock star in the insurance world. 54 years old, National University of Health. I mean, man. But let's just take a look at it. Gary Brecker is a human biologist, researcher, and biohacker who specializes in anti-aging and longevity. He has over 20 years of experience in the life insurance industry, where he predicted mortality. Matter of fact, he was so good, they said he could predict down to the month you would pass, and he was always right, which I'm sure made him great for the insurance companies. Okay, Brecker is a leading voice in biohacking, which uses science-backed methods to improve health and extend lifespan. He has a podcast called The Ultimate Human with Gary Brecker. When he started talking at the ceremony, I mean, look, we started on a high with Ted Nugent killing the guitar, playing the Star Spangled Banner to open up the night. It was brilliant. But when Gary started talking to us about how government-controlled foods and medicines have literally, and all of the frequencies and all of that stuff that they use, he said when he was able to see how it was all coming together to guarantee that human beings left this earth at a certain time. I mean, they have a clinic. People can live so much longer than they've been living and so much healthier. Why is our government messing with our food? Why do they keep giving us medicines that they know are going to cap our life expectancy? Why do they keep doing these things? And this man, y'all need to check out his podcast, The Ultimate Human. Really amazing. American exceptionalism. Awarded the Defender of Freedom. Just like me. Just like me. A real American hero. Russell Brand. Me. But of all of the stuff that we saw about the Defender of Freedom award ceremony party at Mar-a-Lago, why didn't anybody talk about any of these people? I wasn't the only person honored. They acknowledged that. But they're not talking about any of these people. They're not talking about Gary Brecker. Why not? No, they just want to complain about the president trying his best to stop the gouge and the hemorrhaging of our American everything. Do you honestly think this is an easy job for him? All we want to do is complain. We want everything to be great. We want everything to be great. But we weren't paying attention when everything was going wrong. Why weren't we paying attention when everything was going wrong? If we had been paying attention when he wasn't in office, and we had been holding people accountable like we should have been holding them accountable all along, he wouldn't be needing to do all of this. Everything that he's trying to fix was screwed off by the Obama and the Biden administration. And we're complaining that he's trying to fix it. How? How are we complaining? Why are we complaining? We were facing certain war 4 months ago. Are we at war now? Are our lands being invaded? Are things other than planes falling out of the sky to create problems? In order to get America's future back on track, we have to get rid of everything that was messed over, and we have to create a fresh palette. But no, instead of supporting the president that we got, listen to me. I'm talking about war on American soil. Whatever's going on over there, let it go on over there. I'm talking about us. Why are we always so worried about what's happening everywhere else? Do you see all the people that they pardoned before they got thrown up out of there? Before Barry Obama got booed? Without his wife, Mickey? So I'm just going to call her from here on out. Mickey Obama. Mickey Obama. I can't figure it out. Everybody swear to God they know. Don't know. I don't know. Joan Rivers said something. She was up out of here. She was up out of here. Mickey Obama. Barry and Mickey. Now people running around talking about something wrong with her. She got AI videos. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, listen to me. All of those pardons were wild. Wild. We got rid of Joan Rivers for old Mickey Obama. My God. The things. The ways that we've let this country down. And see, the thing is we was all so busy listening to rap music and partying and trying to buy couture and worried about what's happening on Instagram, worried about what's happening on Facebook, worried about what's happening on X, worried about what's happening on TikTok, worried about what's happening on Snapchat, worried about what's happening on Love and Hip Hop, worried about what's happening on VH1, worried about who's going to get a Grammy for an award that they didn't earn because they paid for it. Like, I'm just trying to figure out. We were worried about all of these things, and we didn't pay attention to any of the crap that those weirdo Dems. Millions of dollars spent trying to figure out if dogs are transgender. Millions. The fact dog is transgender. And we're complaining? Do me a favor, the same energy that you had for what the Obama administration and the Biden administration, the same energy you had for them, have that for the Trump administration, because it's just starting to look weird, G. It's just starting to look weird. Whatever is being shut down needs to be shut down because it was already taken advantage of. Yeah, funding trans comic books in Peru. Why? Why was there so much focus on pushing the trans agenda? We got health problems. We got school problems. We got dumb kids who become dumb adults. We got all of this stuff going on. Why? All of that money that they spent on all that trans stuff should have been put into the educational system. And it is shutting down. But it's going to take time. What I will say is Since y'all didn't care nothing about what they was doing with the Obama Biden people, since y'all didn't care about how they destroyed this country, and y'all was cool and perfectly fine with just letting them do whatever they wanted to do, then how about y'all keep that same energy? It's all gonna go down. Everything that they were doing was a smokescreen to trick us into believing that things hadn't changed. It was always a way to cause division. That's what they wanted. They wanted division, they wanted civil unrest, and they wanted confusion. Fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news. Fake news on me. Fake news on President Trump. I believe what they're doing to Russell Brand now is also fake news. I just find it funny that all of it happened right after February 18th, 2025. Like, don't have outrage now. You should have had outrage when they was making fools of all of us for the past 4 years. Spare me your outrage. Exactly. Little fires to distract people. And meanwhile, everyone is perfectly content with watching social media and watching TV and watching movies and and they just let it all go down. Oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe what's going on. Oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe it. They're cutting off welfare. They're cutting off food stamps. Oh my God, oh my God, how are we going to live? Oh my God, they came in. Oh, they're cutting off everything. How am I supposed to make it without my EBT card? How am I going to buy fried chicken at the gas station for the kids when I'm too lazy to cook? Because I'm a piece of shit mom, and even though what I'm buying them is probably killing them, let me complain. Really? That's what we doing? Yeah, I know. And nothing's cut off, but everybody complaining about it. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I hope they cut it off. I hope they cut it all off. I hope they cut off your food stamps. I hope they cut off your welfare. Let me be real ignorant, G. Why y'all sitting here crying over handouts? Let's keep it real. There are more people that I've met and known in my life that survive off of hustling government checks and screwing over real people to get government checks than I care to admit. I can't even tell you how many people I know became foster parents because they were too lazy to find real careers and then hustled off of those kids back while they did the bare minimum. Room, board, 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 4 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of underwear, while their children are dressing beautifully. With money those children help bring in. Foster care system is a mess. Meanwhile, all of this is funded by tax dollars, and it's the taxpayers that's getting screwed, while y'all people who are sitting there abusing the system and abusing people, you're taking taxpayer dollars to do it. Very much so ill-begotten gain. I don't care about your government benefits. Want to know why? Because I've never taken advantage of them. I made it very clear the other day. It was a very, very, very short time right after I had Giovanni and I was done with it when I realized the hole that I was digging myself into and that security blanket. Because that's what your welfare check is now. And that, like, with all of the options to learn and earn money, especially online, especially with the world going so AI, like, there's a million ways for you to be able to earn, for you to be able to take care of yourself, do all of that stuff. Like even all of these weirdo YouTubers, part of the reason why they sitting here crying is because YouTube is about to become their only income because they about to lose all them governments. They're going to lose all the governments. Truth is, most of these weirdo YouTubers is on government assistance too, if they're not allegedly working for the government. I'm not saying don't take help when you need it, but help should not be a lifelong quest. Help shouldn't be forever. If you need help to get on your feet, then you need help to get on your feet. In my opinion, that whole welfare check, EBT stuff, it should be ran just like unemployment. You should only have a certain amount of time. And then after that, you're not valid anymore. Help is not supposed to be forever. Love you so much, Jag. My late husband was a victim of MK Ultra, and I would love to have the honor of speaking with you about the experience I've had in my life. May the light of Christ. Oh, well, please do send us an email. Please do. I would prefer you come have that conversation with us over on the Jaguar Wright Show. Then go on over there to Atwood Land, where I honestly believe it's just all a scam at this point. I do. I believe it's all a scam. No, it wasn't designed to be for a lifetime lifeline. Exactly. The truth is, if the government really wanted to split the baby, if I were the government, what I would do is I would go over everybody that's on the system, see how many years they've been on the system, see how many times they filed taxes, and actually got money back off of the money that was already given to them by the government. Like, I want to see who are the lifers, and then revoke and ban them all. And then look at the next tier. Who's only been here for 10 years or less? Okay. All right, you got 2 more years, and then you're done. Like, if welfare had been handled like that all along, it probably would have been much better for America. But see, as long as they was given your money, they could tell you how to live. They could tell you what to do. That Section 8 program, the projects, all of that, it was designed to separate families. Because most women that get it, even if they were married, their husband couldn't be there. That was how they justified getting the help. So you literally had to destroy your family and separate your family in order to get that government handout. Why does nobody talk about that? How divisive that was. We'll help you. We'll feed you and your kids. But even if you're married, that man can't live in the house. As long as we're giving you the money, that man can't live in the house. And do you know how many women chose that government handout over their families? So now, your children's father, the man, the person who's supposed to be the head of your household, is not even allowed there because you're taking a handout. All of these government programs was designed to destroy our families, to destroy our neighborhoods, to destroy our kids. I chose Section 8 check and SSI check over my boyfriend, and I'm glad I did, because a gay man later on came and told me he was gay. Okay. Now that's an interesting story, man. Are you sure you wanted to say that here? And it's no disrespect. But my thing is this. If that's the father of your kids, okay? If that's the father of your kids, You got to ask yourself why you chose that man. You said you chose it and you got rid of him. And later, a man came and told you that he was gay. That was after being with him for 10 years, and I thought I was going to break. Let me tell you something. Both my ex-husbands are bisexual. And my first husband, I honestly think the bisexual thing, I just think that's all like cat. Like, I really do think he's just a gay man. I told y'all about the 25-year wedgie. Yes, he danced on my camera telling me he don't want you, he's gay. He don't want you, he's gay. I thought I was going to die. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Hold on a second. Let me put on. I need to find the right picture. I need to find another picture here. Put on here. Now, this is the question. And this is the real question that I have to ask you. This is the face we got. This is the face. What you're telling us is terrible. I know a lot of women that happened to. My sister Lachelle, who married the man that raped me when I was 14 and a half, going 15-year-old. Now you and Big Homie CC are teaching me about the Zesty Club 10 years later. All right. This is the thing, Bridget. Because, see, you got caught up into a trap. Whether you know it or not, you got caught up into a trap. Now, my sister Lachelle, they call her Shelly. Her sister-in-law, who was the sister of the man that raped me, Jamie Wallace, his older sister Angie, she was married to a man. They had a beautiful daughter. She thought her life was great. Long and short of it, that man ran off with the godfather, the best friend. And she ain't been right ever since. She been nuts ever since. I mean, she didn't have it. She was barely rocking with a full deck before then, but after that, she just, Actually, there's a lot of women in Philly who lost their men to men and didn't know. But this is the thing. How didn't you know? And we have pushed so many unfair things. See, this is the thing. You didn't know he was gay, but I guarantee you there were people in his life that did. I guarantee you. I guarantee you there were people that came to your house or your dinner or your anniversary parties or whatever the case may be. There were people that knew. And they didn't tell you. And they sat there. And they watched him play in your face. They watched that gay man play in your face. Because he played in your face. You got the check, and now there's no man, and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And guess what? It seems like a success story. Thank God you had that, because he would have left you high and dry and It's all a setup. It's all a setup. Don't be mad at that gay man. And don't be happy that you kept those checks. Be mad at everybody who knew he was gay and let that happen right in front of your face. Who sat there and made a fool out of you. People that said they were your friends. People that said that they cared about you. People that said y'all made such a good couple. All of those people lied to you. And Trump is the one that got you your Section 8. I wrote him a letter and I think, see? But don't nobody ever want to talk about that. See, I just think America has fallen into an utter state of complete laziness. When I was growing up, a hardworking man was still a real thing. Like, we have so many issues in our community, G. So many issues that we don't address. And then we want to find somebody to blame it on. Shout out to my little brother, Ronnie Bo. Y'all make sure y'all get his book. Ronnie B. He be going in. Yes, a lot of men in Philly, you can tell who they are because they rather be with their friend than come home. I know one, he worked 8 hours every day with the friend and then hang out. Yeah. You know, another big telltale sign of that back in the 80s and the early 90s was all of the black dudes who used to like going all the way back and forth to Chocolate City all the time, back and forth to DC. Because back in the 80s, in that area of the East Coast, it was like gay San Francisco for black men in Washington, D.C., which is funny because that's where the diddler went to college and started his illustrious career as super booty villain. We got so many lies. We just do. We have so many lies. And it's lies on top of lies, 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 on top of lies. Can you smell that fear? On top of lies, on top of lies, on top of lies, on top of lie, after lie, after lie, after lie, after lie. You know? But they always want to come after people that's telling the truth, huh? We're the problem. Right? We're the issue. We're what's wrong with the world because nobody wants to know the truth. Everybody wants to keep living their lies. Not lives, lies. Bridget Q, I'm sorry for what happened to your life. But what I do hope is that it gives you a hunger and a passion for the truth in a way you cannot believe. Like, I hope all of this made you fierce. I hope it made you strong. I hope it showed you not to trust these people. And I hope it taught you the importance of always relying on God. It's wild, man. It's wild. It really is. Oh, shoot. Meech? Meech? Meech, you there? Hello? Meech? Must be a pocket dial. Maybe that's a sign I need to call him later. No, but seriously though, I'm not sure where we are with with our super chats if we made it. But let me look and see what we have here. Let me see what we have here. Because There's so many people that donated towards making the goal today. I want to see if we got it. Not quite. Not quite. We're almost there. We're going to need 5 more donations. 5 more donations, and we might be able to get it done today, or we can go back and get it done. We close, though. We close. We close. I think I know we're definitely less than 10 donations away, maybe 5. Jag, why did 50 go at Big Meech the way he did? Number one, 50 went. That's not my Big Meech. I ain't messing with that man that just got out of jail. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that at all. Every time I go to mental health, I ask them for counseling, and they keep trying to give me pills that put me to sleep for a week. I know. They don't want to help anybody. They just want to medicate everybody. They want everybody to stay medicated and forget. Because that's what they do. They put you on medication to make you forget. Nothing ever evolves. Nothing ever changes. It's just the medication to make you forget. Can you imagine that? Going to a doctor for help, and all they do is prescribe you something that makes you go to sleep. So you ain't got to think about it. Like, I don't get it. I don't see how that's help. Anyway, how you helping somebody? Putting them to sleep. That's why I stopped going to the doctor. They had me on enough pills to turn me into a whole. And guess what? For a while, I was functional on my Percocets. Uh-oh. I don't know why that's happening. Ah! Okay, apparently everybody wants to call me on Instagram while I'm still live. I guess that means it's time for us to end. I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but I think we're gonna do a part. No, we're not gonna do a part. We're just gonna do members only chat and members only live this week. I gotta get ready to go anyway. I got a lot of work to do. Oh, but before I go, prophecy is a real thing. We close. I think we're gonna come back Wednesday, and then we're just gonna grab those last 5, 10, and then I'll be able to announce when y'all get the link and when the show is gonna be. It's gonna be amazing. But this song for me really says it all.
Everybody always wanna know, but my life is really life.
Stop believing fake news.
First, my name Jaguar. Don't address me different. I don't know you from a can of paint, son. My enemy can be your personal choice. Don't listen till it's time to run. Ain't scared, never been scared, don't be scared. And that's a fact, yeah. You should be questioning me. Truly, I've always been a fact, yeah. I'm not a narcissistic thirst bucket.
Not at all.
Just self-aware.
Very aware.
Aware you've been thinking about me too much. Time to come up for air. Your opinion in the universe of me rates about a 0. Now go add value to that somewhere else and find a new hero.
Vicarious living is dead.
Covered up in a whole lot of
Y'all better stop coveting my life.
So why you got a plate in your hand? Cause baby I ain't offering, but you can take this 2 cents right here to the store and go and get a snack. Then sit on the curb and figure from which hand you just got. Snack or turn up.
Come on.
Time for the turn up. Turn up. Time for the turn up.
Turn up, hey.
Everybody wanna know like about celebrity friends and why I gained weight, my marriage and all that. Whatever.
Time when the roots was cool, Jake was great, Hank Cat Williams, yes, amazing.
For real though.
On the dreams, cool people enjoy my talents and my company. See, I made me, experience shaped me, but in the day I made me. Self-reliant, always defying, don't see that change until I'm dying. Far as weight gain, chalk it up to depression. Married an asshole, a cover. Dark days, storms, then made it to the end of the rainbow. Found me a prodigal, his name is Sam. I love being his mother. Might do it one more time, honestly, because it's such an honor. Always wanted a real life for real love, something that was on my true definition of fame is to be alone in the sunshine. Turn up, time for the turn up.
You wanted it.
Turn up,
It is.
time for the turn up. Turn up, time for the turn up.
You in for it.
Turn up.
What?
I've learned so much in my life. Yo, everything in this world that glitter ain't gold.
Ain't that the damn truth?
In the world. No, it's not on iTunes. Everything that glitters ain't gold. You gain the world just to lose your soul. Hey, everything that glitters ain't gold. You gain the world just to lose your soul. There's no shame in loving God, though the world may see as failure. Good things, they do take time. Take yours, I'll take mine. There's no point in lying for it. You might end up dying for it. We all get what we deserve. Some help themselves some way to be served. And my plight is my right. And my right is my life. Rush if I want to, might miss the real truth. To be more understanding, to be more forgiving, to compromise, to believe God I've learned.
Y'all always wanna ask some questions, right? Did that answer it for you?
Eat your hearts out.
Come on, man.
Y'all niggas wish you was there. Come on. Hey. What? Turn up. You know what? On the way out the door, somebody requested this the other day. And you know, I feel the need to do the request. Let me make sure I got the right background when I put this up. Hold on. I got to put the right background up. Because I want to make sure. You know what? We don't miss him, do we? Do we miss this guy? Has anyone seen him over there at Sean Atwood land lately? Has he been back to tell more lies? To say that he saw me in more Diddy tapes that he never got so that they could try to use all of that stuff that weirdo, that big forehead weirdo Lamisha Fuller said about me? I'm just curious. When is Sean Atwood going to bring back all the fakes and phonies? After he was so-called forced to take down his Diddy content. Bullshit. You took down all the evidence of them frauds that you had over there. And you made sure you took down every video with me busting them out, Atwood. Sure did. You sure did. Why ain't nobody ask no questions about that? Why ain't nobody ask no questions about why Sean Atwood took down all of the evidence of me fingering and destroying every last one of those fake Diddy people he had over there, that he kept bringing over there? I'm just trying to figure it out. By the way, has Sean Atwood come forward at all yet and said anything? And I mean anything. Has he said anything about all of those fakes that he hosted? Has he admitted that they were fake yet? Let's take a quick posy, shall we? Put a 3 in the chat If all of those fake Diddy people, especially this weirdo, put a 3 in the chat if you think all of the so-called Diddy survivors on the Sean Atwood platform were fake. Put a 3 in the chat if you think they were fake. Put a 4 in the chat if you think they were real. I'm curious. And while we're taking this little posy, here you go. Somebody requested my song Future. Here it is. And I'm sending this song out to every man who already knows. Hey!
Put the money in the bowl. Place your hands like so.
Put a 3 in the chat if you knew all of these weirdos was fake.
Got a lot of questions.
Anybody that's putting a 4, trust me, people are looking at you. Come on. Put a 3 in the chat if you knew all these weirdos was fake.
Cause everything you show will mirror through.
We can't even talk about Rocco the Phallus. Rocco Phallus. 3 is fake. 4 is you think they real. Oh, y'all really think these people real?
It's no longer reality.
Did y'all think she was real?
Women issues, meaning you got mommy issues. Always trying to ride past wrongs, and when you do, it's always just such a sad.
Y'all believed her?
Don't wanna be like daddy. Hate the parts of you like daddy. And no one really sees.
Who believed these people? Who believed these people?
Now let's see it all.
Hey! Come on!
Hold up, I see a woman. No, you don't.
Like, it's wild, G!
She get you down to your last drop and knows how to start.
All of the just.
She's everything you need to achieve the man you want
Like,
to be.
y'all, come on, there's no way y'all didn't know. Everybody knew these people was lying. Just like nobody wanted to believe this was real. Even on those times when you really don't want to.
Now look inside the bone, and can't you see it all?
Like, come on. Whoever believed this lying witch? Y'all believe these people? Y'all couldn't have possibly. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I believe these two before I believe any of them. You know? Ever since Pierce, people have been having a real hard time dealing with my realities. They had a problem with this too. Let me read y'all, let me read y'all, let me read y'all, future. I just don't understand. I don't understand how people have such a hard time believing was real. I'm real. I'm real. Oh, not only is she a card reader, she does makeup tutorials on how to look uglier with makeup than you did before you put it on. You know, at the end of the day, when I put my music on and I listen, what I remember is that my life is real. Every song I've ever written It comes from a very, very, very real place in my life. I don't write anything that I haven't lived. It's cheeky. Blink twice of Lumisha's lie. But all of this is just very real and it's very deep. And this last song I'm dedicating to my son and Nipsey Hussle, the people that I wrote it for. We got 444 lights. If you're gonna give it all up for the future, do it for some. Whatever it is you're doing, if you're gonna make sure it's counting real quick. Make sure your life counts for something. Be a defender of freedom, a defender of justice. If you a minister of music. Give it all up. Never thought I'd live to see 25. Just to live past it. See my son die. It's 25. Now Nipsey Hussle strong. His favorite rapper. Less than 1 year and I've lost 2 kings. Monuments to a future. So bleak. Do it for something. If you're gonna give the chat up real quick for all we've lost, make sure even if it's one of yours, even if we never met them, 7's in the chat for all that's lost. If you're going to give it all up, then everything you kiss, everything you missed, everything you did, everything you climb for, everything you strive for, everything that you die for, everything that you lie for, everything you fight for. Just make sure in the end it's worth dying for. I make sure it's something. Do it for something. If you're gonna give the game up real quick, make sure you do it for something. If you're going to give it all up, then don't give up, 'cause life's too short. It's short enough. Don't give up, no. Don't give up. Life's too short to cut it short again. Talk to him, Nip.
I just don't like playing with gang culture, playing with, hip-hop, things that people that change their life, people that come from nothing. You know what I mean?
This Nip.
To empower themselves and take care of their family. Right. I get offended when people, they treat it as a disposable thing or as something that could be controlled. Like, build
R.I.P. R.I.H. Nipsey Hussle.
Artists and they struggle.
That's why they got rid of him for what he's saying right here. Long live Nip. Long live Giovanni Jackie Manuel Wright. Long live Tupac Shakur. Long live Christopher Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. Wallace. Long live Proof, the MC, the legendary ghostwriter. Long live Lamont Big L. Coleman, in my opinion, one of the top 5 finest MCs of all time. Long live Pimp C. Long live Eazy-E. Salute to Lil Eric. Long live Whitney Houston. Long live Betty Wright. Long live Janis Joplin. Long live Aaliyah Dana Horton. Long live Angie Stone, the mother of Neo Soul. Long live Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
You're our lady, special lady.
Long live Mo 3. Long live Takeoff.
Special lady.
Angie.
She was the showboat, and yet so humble. Hotel so damn long, at times made her stumble. Oh, that swag ain't all the genius. Carved an era out in song and shared it all with us. Tricked in sequence, and she loved her brothers too. No one could ever sing a song for us quite like the Angie do. She was a fool with it. Put your strength and shame with it, and there'll never be another one. You're our lady, special lady.
Long live Twitch. Long live Aaron Carter.
Special lady.
Long live Michael Jackson. Long live Prince. There's so many names. Long live Salinas. Salinas Dinos. All the sacrifices. And for what? This Angie thing, though. We gotta remember her. We gotta hold her up. Justice for everyone. For everyone. And just like that, they're gone. Just like that, they're gone. Just like that. They turn off the music just like that. We're riding high and we're grooving on all of the beautiful frequencies and sounds they give us. And then the next thing you know, the music stops. Just like that. And no one asks any questions. No one questions anybody. They just accept the press releases and keep on moving. Everybody in the industry who has a problem with what I'm doing, you should ask yourself why. And if you're going to have the audacity to be as idiotic as that fool, Pretty Boy Floyd, that's all I got for you, Floyd. Music. You should know better, Floyd, than to cross my mind. You should know better. I was looking both ways before you crossed my mind. And you should look both ways before you cross my mind. My mind. You nearly got run over by all the emotion left behind. When you cross my mind, you should know better. Fuck Pretty Boy Floyd and his whack-ass wife and everything that came along with all of them. Diddy's going down and I'm making sure all his friends go with him. I promise you that as defender of freedom, you can put that on my son, G. You should know better. All of you should know better than to cross my mind. You might get hit by all of the emotion that was left behind. You should know better. After everything y'all fools took, and I'm still here, you should know better. I ain't just gonna sit around and keep letting y'all turn the jukebox off. I'm not just gonna sit around and let y'all keep turning the music off on them. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, you should know better than to cross my mind. You should know better. I was looking both ways before you crossed my mind. And you should look both ways before you cross my mind. My mind. You nearly got run over by all the emotion left behind. When you cross my mind, you should know better.